What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh. This is Beard Product Review, and today I'm going to be covering the Aberlite Max. Ever since I saw Scuba's video where he kind of exposes all heated brushes that are out there, being that most of them are just rebranded from China, he mentions this brush in that video, and I really wanted to see how this thing worked. He said that these tines are better because they are able to like pull your hairs into the heating elements. And so ever since I saw that video, I just had to know for myself. In this video today, I'm going to be reviewing this brush, but I'm also going to be directly addressing what Scuba said about these tines and if they work in my beard and whether or not I would ultimately recommend this brush to you all. Let's dive right into it. First thing, this thing is huge. Like, this thing covers like half of my face. A lot of people would probably be overwhelmed by the size of this thing. I would say this is definitely for a longer beard. If you're straightening a longer beard and you really need to rake in those hairs and you've got even more length than me, like this is for someone who has a big beard. Like this is not for someone who has a short stubble beard or maybe 2 inches. Like this is not the brush you're gonna want. The reason why it only works really well if you have a long beard is actually 2 reasons. Because this thing is really deep. All these tines are very deep, and so when you're raking hair into them with this, a short beard isn't going to be able to get all the way down to the heating elements. Second main reason is that it is in fact raking, and it's actually pulling outward. So when I rake this through my beard, and I did use this today, when I rake this through my beard, I get more volume out of using this than the Aberlite Go. And I feel like that even shows today. I don't know if you guys watch the channel a lot, but today I feel like I straighten my beard with this, and you can just, to me, you can just see that I've got more fullness. When I use the Aberlite Go, I tend to have a beard wave right here because I'm really just kind of pressing it along my skin, and it's not pulling the hairs back out. So I have to go a couple different directions with it so that I can avoid some beard wave and beard dip on this side and a little bit on this side. And I feel like every time I use this thing, I just don't have as much of that beard dip. And it's because it is truly raking my hairs out. So Scuba was 100% correct. This thing, in fact, rakes your hairs out and works pretty well. With that being said though, the negative downside of this brush and why it's not my #1 favorite brush, because obviously I just said a lot of positives, is that it's massive. It is so big, guys. This thing is huge. Like it fits my entire face. If I'm not careful, like these things actually hurt my face. I know that sounds crazy, but like it's huge, and it's hard to even grasp like how big this thing is on camera. When you're going through, you got to be a little bit careful. I don't know. It's just really big. It's very clunky. It does help that it has like this swivel cord to it, so that you can move it around fairly easily from that perspective. But it's just really big and bulky, and so I just don't enjoy using it. And it doesn't heat up as quick as the Aberlite Go. So for me, I really do enjoy the fact that this gives me more volume, but when I'm in a hurry or when I'm going somewhere, which I always am because I've got 2 kids, my wife, I've got a dog, I've got family nearby, like we are always doing something. And so the Aberlite Go just works way faster and better for me. I'm all about trimming down that timeline, getting my beard to look right in the morning. And so with this, it's clunky, it takes a little bit longer to heat up, and if I'm not careful, I'll actually hit myself or whatever and scrape a little too hard, and I'll actually have like red marks on my neck or whatever. So it's a great brush if you have time. I do use it on occasion when I have time because it does give me a little bit more fullness to my beard. Guys, I'm gonna link it down in the description if you want to check it out. Amazon actually sells the Aberlite Max cheaper than Aberlite does on their main website. I think on their main website right now, this thing goes for like $40 or $50, and on Amazon, it goes for $29.99. So it's a lot cheaper there. Obviously, that is an affiliate link, so I do make a small commission on that. But if this is something for you, you should probably snag one, especially if you have a longer beard. Real quick, guys, before I end the video, I do want to tell you the heat settings on this heated brush. It has 5 heat settings: 300, 340, 380, 410, and 440. As of recently, using a good heated beard brush, I've realized that I can get away with using just 300, which is the lowest on the spectrum. I used to be using like 400, and I started noticing a little bit of beard damage to my beard, especially if I wasn't putting in enough oil and stuff, and so I started to play more with the the 300 range, and it works really well. It didn't take me that much longer at 300 degrees to straighten my beard this morning. So yeah, so 5 heat settings. I use 300 degrees. Go snag one if you're interested. With all that being said, guys, Scuba was right. This thing definitely rakes those hairs. It actually makes my beard feel fuller and look fuller. So he was correct. Kudos to him. If you want one of these things, I'll put a link down below. It is an affiliate link. And with that being said, guys, embrace your beard and embrace the beard life. See ya. With all that being said, guys,